Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy. And this is to announce that there will be, I've been doing with my card councils a preview and then a wrap-up kind of a thing, or a looking back. And I'm not going to do looking back this time. It's not that I didn't do looking back. In fact, I did record a video, and then I thought, you know what? Even though the references were very vague, there were aspects of that reading that had to do with my work. And I thought, I'm becoming more aware of the level of the extent to which I need to be a bit zipped up about work stuff. So after a few days of thinking about it, and I looked at it again. I looked at the video and I thought, you know what? I'm just not doing it. Nobody out there really needs to see that. In general, it's nothing particularly bad, but it just kind of the confidentiality, etc. end of it was like, you know what? People could read something into what I had said. They could read something into it that isn't even there. And so I'm deleting it and I'm not doing it over. But you will get a May preview is coming right up, and I'm going to do a series, and I'll probably roll them out a day at a time, that have to do with my journey with Rufus. So I'm going to start doing more videos that have to do with my dog trials, my pet trials. And some of that's just to sort of process it myself, to go back and say, okay, so what all happened? What brought us to this point, and there's quite a bit happening on a subtle and yet also visual, obvious level with Rufus, which I'm so grateful for. I'm so grateful. Especially when we're about to start a dog obedience class here in a couple of weeks. So I'm doing that, and I'm still organizing some of the other ideas I have for cards, doing stuff with cards. And so I might let that percolate a little bit, because I still feel like I'm starting to go over the edge in terms of trying to do too much. So one thing would be great that I'm thinking about, but then I always think of something else, and I thought, well, if it's just these two, it's all good. But then I'm not doing that. And how about this? This would be fun. So it's just awful. It's just awful. The idea generation thing is just awful. So we'll see. Again, I need to let things settle and relook and make some decisions and set up some structures for at least one of them. So I'm fiddling around. I'm looking down because I'm fiddling around. I've got this, I think they call it Dragon's Blood Jasper. And you just, in the webcam, it's not giving you a good sense of, well, maybe if I get it closer. Not if I get it closer, it won't focus. No? It just won't. Oh. Anyway. Beautiful, beautiful stone. So this is my latest rock romance. This is my rock romance. And I love the shape of it. It's kind of a small egg, and it's just the greens in it I don't think come across in the webcam. The greens are just marvelous. So I'm playing with my stone. So if I'm going to ramble a little bit, I'll ramble a little bit since I just showed a stone. So I got a jasper, just a red jasper palm stone, because I just, for a while now. I've been feeling like grounding, and had all those energy / shamanic things where I was connecting with kind of lava energy and stuff, and it's like I just need to make that connection. I need to secure that connection more. And so I at first was using it at night for sleep. Not sure why, but I did that, and I like using it for that. I am currently now, I have switched to using lapis, and why I have never used lapis for sleep, I don't know, but anyway, it seems to be working quite well, so I'm happy with the lapis, and the jasper was working fairly well as also, but so instead I decided, because I spend so much time just sitting in front of my work computer, do have, like the standard 15-minute breaks in the first part of your, the first 4 hours of your day, and 15 minutes in the second 4 hours of your day, and I get up to let dogs out and stuff, but about 8 hours sitting there, and so I decided to put that palm stone on that seat. I figured there's a way to connect. And I found out something interesting is that it seems to, when you hold a stone for any length of time, it takes on some of your body heat. And what I was finding is that kind of at different periods of the day or at different times, the stone would not get as hot. Like, so when I would get up, and I love the way stones take your heat, which sounds like it's thieving, but it can also give it back. It holds it and it can give it back. So I would get up, I would do something, and when I get up, I'm not thinking about the fact that the stone is there. It's a flat palm stone, so I'm not even thinking about it. But when I return to the seat, I see it there, and I thought, oh, there's my jasper, and I touch it. So, and I've just noticed that sometimes it seems to be particularly warm, and other times not. And it surprises me more when it's not. And so I'm questioning, are there times when, my heat is not? So I'm wondering if that's kind of an expression in some manner of that connection or lack of connection. Do I, when I'm doing my work, which is very head work, does my energy sort of recede from that earth connection in some way? So that's a question that came to mind. Other than that, I'm just letting you know that there's not going to be an April wrap-up. There will be a May preview and a bunch of dog videos. I also did, actually, because I did make a rock shop visit, I did a rock video, but when I watched that back, I thought, you know what? It's this webcam. It's this webcam. When I go, now here it's going to show it. But it just is so bad at not focusing and when you're trying to show something. And this I did not get. I got this off of Amazon. So I had a bunch of, pebbles, polished stones and things essentially smaller than this. And two things bigger than this, but most of them were smaller than this. And my webcam was not cooperating. And so I did the video, finished the video, and then watched it a couple of days later, just like with my April wrap-up, and decided, you know what, I'm not putting it up there. I will wait until I get decent camera that will focus on things, and then I will do a rock video. I will have a fun rock video then, but not not now, not with what I've got. So there you go. I'll call it done there, and we'll see you quite a bit with various kinds of videos. All right, take care. Bye-bye.